Well, two of the most prevalent scams currently plaguing Southeast Texas involve the IRS as well as local utility company Entergy. Here to discuss the details about these two issues is Jay Sheppard with the Better Business Bureau. And the two scams that we're talking about today can affect anyone, Jay.
They absolutely can. I mean, IRS is very well known, so is Entergy. We get a lot of calls about the IRS scam this time of year because
it's tax season.
Right, scammers know that consumers are more susceptible this time of year. And so they're calling consumers, they're demanding payment, they're sometimes getting personal information. They can be very threatening and aggressive, or they can be very nice. Whichever one they know will work. But the thing to remember about this is the IRS is never going to call you and demand payment, and they're certainly not going to threaten arrest. They're also not going to email you, text you.
Okay.
They're not going to utilize any of those things.
Okay. Usually you'll get a letter in the mail.
Exactly.
Okay. So don't fall for the phone call telling you that you owe taxes. But people tend to question it because you were saying a lot of people owe taxes, and you're thinking, I have this tax burden, and now someone is calling me wanting to resolve it.
Correct. And unfortunately, they're very clever because sometimes they know personal things about you. They may know the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. They may give you a false badge number, pretending they're an actual employee. And the worst thing that they're doing is the caller ID is manipulated, and it may appear IRS
to show up
caller
IRS.
ID.
All right. So then another one is dealing with Entergy. We all need electricity, so this is something that when you get a phone call, you're thinking it's legit.
Right. Nobody wants their electricity cut off. Scammers know that, so that's the threat they're using. They call up, they pretend to be with Entergy. Sometimes they'll call in the evening when they know you're not going to likely call Entergy yourself, and they'll tell you that your electricity is going to be cut off. If you're behind already, you might be worried that it's true. But they're not going to do that. Entergy is not going to call you and demand payment, especially not the type of payments that the scammers are wanting. They're asking you to go buy one of those prepaid money pack cards or the green card, and Entergy does not do that.
Okay.
So, and again, the same thing with the caller ID. A business or a consumer may get the call, they see the caller ID, they see it says Entergy, they think it's them, but don't fall for that. Call the IRS, call Entergy directly. If you're worried about, if you think that you're going to get your electricity cut off or be arrested. So.
All right. Those are some good tips. And, of course, those tips plus, other consumer tips are on the BBB's website, bbb.org, a wealth of information. There's also an app there, so if you have any issues, you can always download that app and punch in the information to quickly get answers that you need. Thanks, Jay.
Absolutely. Thanks.